First at 11, the police chief in Old Orchard Beach is speaking out and firing back at the federal government after one of the town's police officers was arrested by ICE. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Marissa Bodner. At the center of all this is John Luke Evans. He's a recently hired summer reserve police officer in Old Orchard Beach. The Department of Homeland Security says Evans is an illegal immigrant from Jamaica who overstayed his visa when he flew into Miami in September of 2023. Homeland Security says the ATF flagged Evans when he tried to buy a firearm, which he was planning to use as a police officer. He was then taken into custody by ICE, where he remains. Patricia Hyde, the field office director for ICE Boston, blasting the OOB Police Department, writing in part, quote, "The fact that a police department would hire an illegal alien and unlawfully issue him a firearm while on duty would be comical if it weren't so tragic. We have a police department that was knowingly breaking the very law they are charged with enforcing in order to employ an illegal alien," end quote. Tonight, the Old Orchard Beach police chief issuing a response saying the Department of Homeland Security signed off on Officer Evans's right to work. Chief Elise Shard writes, quote, "As part of the hiring process, the town reviewed multiple forms of identification, including photo identification, and submitted Evans's I-9 form to the Department of Homeland Security's E-Verify program. The Department of Homeland Security then verified that Evans was authorized to work in the U.S. The form was submitted and approved by DHS on May 12, 2025, end quote. They also claim he is authorized to work in the United States until the year 2030. It's not clear what's next in this case. We'll bring you any new information as we get it.
Wale, this is a very interesting story. I'll tell you, there's so many questions in the story, and I would like to break it down one by one, and maybe we'll just discuss it as we progress. So look at this story. The first part is he came in with a tourist visa, so he overstayed his visa. That's the claim, right? I'm not going to say anything conclusive. I'll say the claim. So based on the claim, he came with a tourist visa and overstayed his visa. Now, he got hired by the police force. Now, this is where it gets really tricky and really interesting. If he's an overstayed visa, how is it that he has work authorization that is going to expire in 2020? I think 3 years work authorization. So that's the question. How is it that he has a record in the database? He has permits to work in the US.
Exactly.
But when he was trying to buy a firearm, that was when he was flagged, and ICE picked him up, right?
Yeah.
So based on what I know and based on what we know, you cannot get work authorization as an overstayed visa in the US.
Yeah. I don't know how that happened either.
I don't know how that happened.
From what I understand is the police department, at least if I'm going to take this video
As it is, yes. You were taking it as it is.
Yeah, so the police department actually did everything right. They told the news outlet the dates his work permit is going to expire, which is the information that they got from DHS. So I'm not sure why DHS is not looking at how their internal policies is breaking down somewhere. As far as I'm concerned, it looks like this is an internal thing that's going on with DHS that is just not working right, that the process for which they verify or flag people is not working right. Because if the same DHS says, oh, he has work permits, the same DHS, why now says, oh, he is illegal?
So, Wale, if you look at the video as it is, right, you have three parties, right, beside the police officer. There's the police department, there's the Department of Homeland Security, and there's ICE, right? So ICE and the police are both pulling their data from DHS. Do you get? Yeah. In view of that, how they both get different information? Do you get?
That's a good question.
Yeah, exactly. So something is amiss in this whole narrative that needs to be investigated. It's just something that, we're bringing this to light so that people in similar category can be aware of some of the challenges or some of the things that can come to light. Because I know the police force would do their background check, which they did. So they're part of the information that is not available, I think, or there's something that
and also, even if you overstay your visa, there are avenues to make yourself legal. I know you mentioned that it's impossible to get work permit, but thinking about it now, you can actually apply.
No, this is impossible. Yeah,
for example, at least one legal way, if you apply for an extension of visa, it might take a long time, for example, years, for you to get a response, and you will still legally remain in the United States at that point. So that's just an example. I know that this is how the law works, but I'm sure there will be other opportunities for people to be able to get something.
And there are
But
other
I think-
options, really, where people who have overstayed their visas for valid reasons can apply for extension, like you mentioned. Some can even apply for, like, students. Someone who being here with a tourist visa, who for some reason decide to go to school, can apply and actually change to student visa. But this needs to be verified. That is available. I think there are other options on how people can continue to be legal, because coming to the US with a tourist visa is not illegal, actually. It's not illegal.
Yeah.
So it's just transitioning. That transitioning is where people need to find a way to transition without being illegal. That's just the conversation.
Exactly.
But for this police officer, this is a very, very diabolical case.
It's a very interesting case.
For any reason, for whatever reason,
Like,
right? But,
even from his own perspective, like as far as the police officer is concerned, seems like he's trying to do the right thing. Yes, we know he overstayed his visa for sure, but he's trying to do the right thing because he went and applied and got a work permit. And after he got a work permit, he now applied for a job that he will be able to continue to even serve his community, because the police work is a dangerous job. So for me, it looks like he's trying to figure out his life in the US and really sort things out. But I think there's just a miscommunication. At least there's something is missing between the government system. Again, it's government system. A lot of times something can be inefficient.
Something's amiss. If he had gone to join the military, like the video will publish about that, this will not be happening. Yeah, it will be on
because the military handles that directly. When
very well. With the military, you'll be on the pathway to US citizenship. So I don't want to say the top police will provide that, because police will do background check, definitely.
Yeah, always do background check.
Yeah, they always do. So police background check shows that he has a work permit. So, but did we just need to see the comment from Department of Homeland Security? Because in this, it was just ICE and the police, and just quoting what they got from DHS. But yeah, so it's a very interesting, diabolical case in my opinion. All right, then. So,
for you, Ato, please let us know what you think. For me, I'm done. Sorry, you wanted to say something?
I was just saying our viewers to, like and subscribe and drop a comment, whatever you think about this. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Let's go. I wake up to a little